Abortion. The Bible, to my knowledge, speaks only of spontaneous abortion, not induced abortion. According to medical science, abortion is the removal of pregnancy tissue, products of conception, or the fetus and placenta from the uterus. Pregnancy is a process that consists of a series of biochemical changes that take place in a woman's organs and tissues as a result of a developing fetus, connected by the umbilical cord to the placenta. Through the blood vessels in the umbilical cord, the fetus receives all the necessary nutrition, oxygen, and life support from the mother through the placenta. Heart sounds are created from blood flowing through the heart chambers as the cardiac valves open and close during the cardiac cycle. Vibrations of these structures from the blood flow create audible sounds. According to science, life begins at conception, which most Christians would agree with. However, the growing fetus does not have its own life. All that it needs to sustain its existence comes from the mother. It gets its life from its mother. So in truth, the life of the unborn child does not begin at conception. It begins when the child takes its first breath, the breath of life. And the Lord formed man of the dust of the ground, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. Genesis 2:7. The soul is the vital principle in man credited to the faculty of thought, emotion, and action. When it comes to abortion, the soul should be taken into consideration. Are we, as parents, spiritually, mentally, and emotionally prepared to bring a child into this world? If we are not, we will end up bringing harm to the soul of our child through our mental and emotional deficiencies. Sing, O barren, thou that didst not bear. Break forth into singing and cry aloud, thou that didst not travail with child. For more are the children of the desolate than the children of the married wife, saith the Lord. Isaiah 54:1. For it is written, Rejoice, thou barren that bearest not. Break forth and cry, thou that travailest not. For the desolate hath many more children than she which hath a husband. Galatians 4:27. I'm sure it makes people feel good to say that they are pro-life. After all, they are standing up for life. But what if the life the child is forced to enter into, having no choice of his own, is not a good one? The prophet Isaiah tells us that the desolate have more children than the wife that is married. How can the desolate have more children than the one that has a husband? When it doesn't seem to make sense literally, it should be taken spiritually. We call the ground desolate when it is without seed. The spiritually desolate are those that lack what both the seed and the husband symbolize, which is truth, through which we are healed mentally and emotionally. If pro-choice no longer becomes an option, Isaiah's prophecy will continue to unfold as more and more children born of the spiritually desolate are brought into this world, carrying on the spiritual legacy of their caretakers, contributing to the growing spiritual decline of mankind.